into the top.
Umikai is using a replica of the same ancient tool called a toki to carve a small version of the Moai eye socket into volcanic rock.
If I was to do this with a modern tool, it'd probably take maybe 45 minutes to an hour. This will take maybe a whole day to 2 days.
It probably takes a team of 12 people a year to produce a Moai this size. Once the Moai is completely carved, the back will be still attached to the mother rock with a keel. Eventually that keel will be perforated and some loose rock will be added under the back of the Moai so it remains floating as they cut off and release it from the mother rock. After they finish carving, they slide it down, raise it
Đào
at
chưa
the foot of the
con.
hill, then they finish carving the back.
At this stage, the Moai was ready to be moved to a small version of a Moai eye socket into
Không biết đào hả
volcanic
trời.
If I was to do this with a modern tool, it'd probably take maybe
Đào
45
kiểu đó rồi
minutes
sao
to
cái
an
đùi
hour.
con nó mập
This
nổi.
will take maybe a whole day to 2 days.
It probably takes a team of 12 people a year to produce a Moai of this size.
Kéo xuống
Once
con, kéo
the
xuống.
Moai is completely carved, the back will be still attached to the mother rock with a keel. Eventually that keel will be perforated and some loose rock will be added under the back of the Moai so it remains floating as they cut off and release it from the mother rock. After they finish carving, they slide it down, raise it at the foot of the hill, then they finish carving the back.
At this stage, the Moai was ready to be moved to a sacred platform called an aku, known to be a place of religious worship.
There have been lots of speculation about how the statues were moved, from crazy theories if they were shot out of the volcano to aliens moved them. But in modern research, there's been a whole family of ideas about using contraptions, using palm logs for tripods or sleds or rollers.
According to several of these theories, the islanders used logs to move the Moai. The most recent attempt was when University of California archaeologist Joanne Van Tilburg tried using a wooden sled to move a Moai along wooden rails. It's similar to a traditional method Polynesians used to move canoes out of the water. Ultimately, the experiment worked, and it gained wide acceptance. But not everyone believes the log theory.
The problem with these theories is that they have not drawn on the evidence that we see on the Moai, the statues themselves, on the roads.
As they investigated the statues and the roads, they began to accumulate clues that they think will tell a different story. Building on another researcher's data and using satellite imagery, Hunt and Lippo have surveyed almost 20 miles of ancient roads.
There are several roads that begin at the statue of Rabaku and go along the south coast, some go north, some go across the center of the island. These roads were used to move Moai to every corner of the island.
They think the network of roads may have been even larger, but the degraded road beds can be hard to find with the naked eye. So they're testing a drone equipped with a camera that will give them more precise observations.
3, 2, 1, go. Wow.
We have satellite images coverage of the entire island, and we can see certain kinds of features. This gives us a way of integrating that at a level where we get incredible detail.
The drone may help identify new roads, which can then be ground truth with modern surveying equipment. Hunt and Lippo believe a crucial clue to how the statues will move may lie in the slope of the roads, which they have measured, confirming the results of an earlier team.
We found that the roads generally have a maximum of a 3-degree rise as they go uphill, and then a maximum of about 6 degrees when they go downhill.
The island is fairly hilly, and the inhabitants understood that to move the statues, the roads would have to be leveled so that they had a consistent and fairly gentle grade. But how did they move them? To find out, Hunt and Lippo studied more than 50 statues that fell, apparently while being moved.
We noticed that the statues that were headed also found that when statues were heading downhill, they fall on their face. Statues on flat ground were kind of 50-50. We could see that there was a pattern here. We tested it statistically and realized that we had very clear indications that the statue were moved into standing position. There was really no other way to explain that.
This idea has the virtue of being consistent with oral tradition. In fact, the Rapanui language even has a word, neke, which translates as walking with no legs.
For centuries,
Chịu
we
rồi,
have known
chịu rồi.
that the Moai did walk,
Nào
as
hầm.
our ancestors said. But how exactly they did the walking is what we, the archaeologists, are looking into.
In fact, others have tried to move them vertically, including Thor Heyerdahl and a Czech engineer named
Phá
Pavel.
quá mẹ ơi, con phá
This is
quá
a
đi
statue
hả?
that Pavel tried to move in 1986 with his experiments, moving the statues in an upright position.
By shuffling it across the surface, there was a lot of friction
Hàng
on the
năm
base.
tháng nó
And
quậy
as
kìa
he
bà
did it, in
con
fact, there was
ơi.
damage done to the base that removed material right down from the bottom.
Thằng khỉ con, năm tháng nó quậy
Really
kìa.
quite right, because the shuffling and the grinding isn't consistent with what we saw in the